Hello, I'm FABIO Salami. Here's a recipe for you, my specialty in fact. Like one of most beloved chefs in TV history, whose charm and skill making the delight of the nation's housewives. Add a successful West End restaurant, the delight of the nation's elite socialites. Allow the mixture of money, fame, and the envy of one's peers to simmer gently, bubbling under the surface. The bitter flavors of alcohol abuse, paranoia, agoraphobia, and sexual deviancy begin to overwhelm the palate. Then just see what you're left with. As my fame grew, my state of mind became all the more fractured. I could no longer keep my public facade and my private neuroses separate. Then one day, I cracked. My show was cancelled the very next day. I still had my restaurant, but the beautiful people no longer wanted to associate with crazy Fabio Salami. I was forced to sell takeaway pizzas to make ends meet, as if the stupid proles who ate at home could appreciate my genius. I grew so bitter that I randomly added a special ingredient to those hateful pizzas. Every night, I drank myself into a stupor, hoping never to wake up again. And then one day, the last trace of my old life was destroyed.
The restaurant owned by disgraced celebrity chef Fabio Salami burned to the ground last night in what fire chiefs are describing as clear a case of criminal arson as you will ever find. It is understood that police are seeking the drunken pervert Salami as their prime suspect.
Well, that's quite a tale. How did you feel when you set fire to your restroom?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Sure, but you must.
That night, I was so drunk, I could barely lift a hand to scratch my balls, huh? I don't know how I could physically start the fire, not to talk about how it might feel.
Well, then, how do you feel now?
How you think I feel? Everything I ever had is gone. Money, fame, friends, all gone.
Sounds terrible.
No, terrible. I haven't had a real drink since I was arrested. I would guzzle the piece of every man in this room if I thought I could taste the wine you drank a week ago.
I think terrible is what you did to that lobster.
That lobster wanted it just as much as you.
Surely, if nothing else, you must feel better now that you're tackling your addiction.
Every day, the thought of your peace becomes sweeter.
Oh, get a hold of yourself, man! No one wants to hear you talking about piss. Foreigners, no sense of decorum.
Hey, baby, I'm a foreigner and I got decorum coming out of my ass.
Oh, do you? Oh, do you, sir? Then perhaps you could enlighten us as to how a gentleman of such obvious good stock has come to this sorry pass.
I think Her Majesty's government might need to get a budget for an audio tape on people skills.
Don't test me, sir. I am quite prepared to make you share a cell with a seafood enthusiast.
Hey, take it easy, why don't you?
What are you saying, man? Is that even English?
Yeah, the name's Groovy Mysterioso, pal. And yeah, I speak more English than a Bangladeshi call center.
I ain't like you guys. I used to be a career crook and a damn good one. I was a valued member of the organization, and I took care of some dirty business. I ain't proud of the things I did, but I had a job to do and I did it. Trouble is, these things, they weigh in your mind. In the end, I had to figure out some ways of coping. My hands have to be cleaner than the Pope's video collection. Someone told me I'm obsessive compulsive. I say I'm thorough. Trouble with being thorough, OCD, whatever, that it can start to affect your work. Like I said though, the bosses valued me. At the time, they wanted some insurance in case the life went south, so they set up a legit business. This club, they put me in charge. I put in music, drinks, girls, and it was all squeaky clean. They even let me decorate, so I painted the joint in what feels to me like the most calming, orderly color on earth. Taupe. Look at those beautiful taupe walls. Well, I guess you'll have to take my word for that. Yeah, things were going good for me. Life was sweeter than the candy in a pedophile's pocket. Until one day I was looking over the club's finances. The accounts were drier than the bar at a Mormon funeral. Some mook had robbed me. I was in a real fix. I was the only person who had access to the club's money. Even if the bosses didn't think it was me who had taken the cash, it was my fault that someone else had the opportunity. Either way, I was deader than a poodle at a Korean buffet. My only chance was to call the feds and cut a deal. They offered to set me up with a new life, new job, new house, if I gave them solid evidence on the bosses. When they told me the house could be as taupe as I wanted, I said yes, faster than the man from Del Monte on a melon farm. My contact arranged to meet in an alley behind a restaurant owned by some apparently famous guinea. I'd never heard of the guy, but I had more important things on my mind. The alley was 18 blocks from the club. The drive took 5 minutes. When I realized it was only 4 meters above sea level, it only spelt red to me, and red meant danger. This was it. Hand over the files, rat out the bosses, changed my life forever. I was about to do the deal when I noticed his tie. Redder than a Moscow hooker's lipstick. Again, you're gonna have to take my word for this. There's no way I could go through with the drop now. I had to destroy the files and get out of Dodge under my own steam. It looked like the bags were full of used paper napkins and oily rags. I'd never seen so many issues of Lobster Fancy magazine, but I didn't care. I had to keep the files away from the red tie. The whole pile lit up like Liberace's jacket on the 4th of July in no time flat. By the time I was in my car, the flames were roof high. I hightailed it back to the office. I knew I was in trouble. The money was still missing and the cops wouldn't be happy with the sudden change of plan.
You bastard!
What?
You burned down my restaurant, and you say you've never heard of the famous FABIO Salami.
You're famous?
Yes!
You own the restaurant?
Yes! Did you listen to anything I said?
Not really. I had 2 pair of nice eyes. What you gonna do?
Arrest me, humiliate me, make me bake fairy cakes for the policeman's ball, and all this was you?
Well, sorry, man. I didn't mean to burn down your restaurant. But when I get a compulsion...
So, I got to go to jail because you're a mental zucchini.
Hey, now, settle down, you two, or I'll fetch the cattle prod. Now, look here. You have absolutely no business lambasting Mysterioso if you were caught for his crime.
No business. My entire life.
Yes, but what about him, Sent to jail for poisoning a pizza? Or does that not seem familiar to you?
You poisoned the pizza? Yes. Were none of you listening?
Perhaps I might say a few words here. Some moment of peaceful reflection?
Yes, please do, Father,
Beaches. Lord Bishop Sandy Beaches is my name.
So you're genuinely a God guy, huh?
Yes, my child, I am a man of...
So what lands you in this stuff?
well, if you give